Hello there, welcome to the Perfume Experience. Welcome back to another fragrance related review. So today we are going to do a follow-up in the Dumont series, and I have the Dumont Green that we'll talk about, and we'll find out how good this is and if it's actually a favorite compared to the other three that we have. But this is a fab fragrance, and I'm going to talk to you all about it and tell you why this is going to be a beautiful party fragrance, or it's going to be the 9 p.m. killer fragrance, you can say that, in a way. So we're going to talk about this. So stay tuned. So you're watching the Perfume Experience. My name is Rodney. Let's get going right after this intro. Alright, so welcome back. So we have two Dumont fragrances still left with me. We did the red video last week and that was well received. So we also have the Intense, which we will do sometime later, but we will talk about the green one today. And the green is in a similar box pack, okay, like how the red used to be. Same hologram and same information, made in France. All of that remains same for all of them. In fact, I think the only primary difference between the Intense and this is that the red has also got the golden cap. This also has the golden cap. The Intense, which is this, has got a black colored cap. Okay, so let's keep this aside. We're going to review that in a separate review, but today we'll talk about this. This is the green one, and this is probably my favorite fragrance among the three, and I'm telling you this right away. Okay, so this is a pleasant surprise. In fact, a pleasant surprise. This is also going to be one of those fragrances that's going to be your party fragrance, at least for a long time, right? So let's talk about it. So this particular fragrance will give you a smell quotient or a scent profile, like think about in the terms of a little sweet, fruity, minty, vanilla, bubblegummy, a bit of lavender, and something like very intoxicating. This got a good amount of vanilla that's running around. The opening is very, very sweet. You can feel hints of citrus. You can feel a little bit of hints of cinnamon, cardamom. That is something that you will definitely feel. But then there's a very nice sweet element that opens up, probably vanilla, okay, a bit of tonka beans and some woody elements. So very powdery, woody that way. And it's very, very beautifully done, and I must say that this is really, really good when you put it on. It's a big, big surprise in a way. No alcohol blast and anything, and it's loud, like very, very loud when you kind of put it on. And you kind of also enjoy, you will get nuances of vanilla, woody elements as well, a bit of that lavender, like I said. So overall, if you think about it, it's a sweet, bubblegummy, vanilla, very appealing, very that kind of a fragrance. And I will probably use the word sexy fragrance to say. Okay, so it's definitely that. It's one of those sexy fragrances that you should consider. Now you can just imagine yourself in a club where there is Tiesto or Hardwell or Armin van Buuren that's happening at the background, and the whole club is filled, and you're dancing to epic EDM tracks and all of that, and then you're thinking, what fragrance do you have on? You should definitely consider having Nitro Green, because that's where this particular fragrance sits. So if I were to just simply tell you that this is an absolute party fragrance, it's a clubbing kind of a fragrance. It's a fragrance that you associate yourself with fast cars, fast bikes, and some big hip hop, whatever is the type of thing, music that you like. That's your party animal. That is simply this. Okay, now what are these things that here? So let's talk about a few things here, and I'll give you a reference point to talk about. So this is Afnan 9pm, right? So this is basically the alt of Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male. Okay, and I also have the Ultra Male decant here, and this is the La Male La Parfum, from Jean Paul Gaultier. Okay, now this is a fusion of 2 or 3 of those kind of fragrances coming together. Okay, primarily big element is of course the Ultra Male part of it. The Ultra Male signature is definitely here. It's that sweet, bubblegummy. It's that vanilla, that opening. Now in La Male La Parfum, or in the Ultra Male itself, or La Male itself, in La Male, and if you look at the Ultra Male, the all signatures of the fragrance is almost similar. You have a bit of citrus elements, you have cardamom, you have cinnamon, you have lavender, you have vanilla, you have woody elements, that signal, that kind of signature. Now in La Male La Parfum, in that the woody elements is a little more prominent, and it's more on vanilla, but lesser on the mint, lesser on the bergamot, that element, okay, a little lesser on the cardamom. So it feels a little more like, if you put this on La Male La Parfum by itself, it feels a little like having a woody kind of a fragrance with a good amount of vanilla, subtle vanilla, mild vanilla, and lower on sweetness, but a very, very nice kind of a fragrance that is associated with date nights or probably iris, and that way you will really enjoy it. Now, on the other hand, when you think about Ultra Male as a fragrance, it's a fragrance that's got a good amount of sweetness, okay, no doubt about that. It's a good sweet opening. It's got that bergamot, it's got that cardamom, cinnamon, and it's also got mint, so along with this lavender, vanilla, all of that, right? So that is the signature of this particular fragrance. So when you think about it, I feel this is a blend of all three fragrances together: the Ultra Male, the La Male, and the La Male La Parfum, all put together. But the bigger element of it is, I would say, the majority of the scent profile, about 60%, is definitely Ultra Male. So that's why I said that this is going to be your party fragrance, and this is going to be your Afnan 9pm killer, okay? Because for the longest time, we've considered, or we've always liked, or most people consider, and it's your go-to fragrance when it comes to party, is Afnan 9pm, because it's a sweet, lovely vanilla type of a fragrance, and it's loud, it performs very well. So the big brother is here, and this one is going to kick some good amount of 9pm, because this is really loud in a way. It's very loud. It does 3 feet plus of projection. It does that for about good 1.5 hours or so. It performs for about 6-7 hours easily on skin, so that way it's very nice, and the scent profile feels very good. It's a very nice smell, and you will absolutely enjoy this particular fragrance. So if you have been looking to get a party fragrance and you like Afnan 9pm or Ultra Male, then you can definitely consider getting this, because this is superb. On the same lines, even if you do not like Ultra Male and you want to get a party fragrance which is woody, which is vanilla, which has got sweetness, bubblegummy, minty, a light on citruses but more heavy on cardamom, cinnamon, and a woody kind of a nature, then you can definitely consider getting this. It's too good. And you will enjoy this particular fragrance, especially if you are in a cold environment, evenings, party wears, club wearing, all of that. This is fantastic. So yes, if you are looking for a very nice alternative of a very good party fragrance there, and you've been wanting to get something from the lines of Jean Paul Gaultier's fragrances, then you can definitely get Nitro Green, because this brings, I think, 2 or 3 of their popular fragrances in one and makes it a very beautiful concoction to check for, right? So this is really good. You should definitely try it. We do have this in decan, so in case you still want to try this particular fragrance before getting, you can get that. But otherwise, it's a lovely bottle, a nice green bottle, very good looking, similar tags, everything similar like the red bottle. Very nice, very good one to have in your collection if you like party fragrances, right? So yes, I'm very glad and happy to do this, because this was not something that I was expecting. I did see that it was supposed to be on the lines of Ultra Male as such, but this is taking all of these fragrances one notch up, and really giving you a very nice, beautiful, vanilla, sweet, bubblegummy, minty, cinnamon, sweet, oriental type of a fragrance, but more of a clubbing fragrance. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy this particular fragrance while you have it. So you should be able to get this for about, this is slightly lesser than the red one. The red one goes about 2750. I saw it has IS 2950, but this you should be able to get sub 2600, 2500 rupees, around that ballpark figure, and it's really good that way, right? So it's a very long lasting beast mode kind of a projection, just like 9pm, but I just feel this has got a slightly better edge to that, because it brings 2 of the other fragrances together as well, La Male and La Male Parfum, and makes it really enjoyable. So this is my review about the Nitro Green, and I really enjoyed doing this particular fragrance, and see you on our next one. Take care. Bye now.